Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So today I'm just going to speak in brief about what black magic is and you know how it impacts you. Okay. So most of the times I get SOS calls from people who call me with their problems, and most of the times those problems are actually related to black magic. Okay. So now there are a few myths about black magic that must be dispelled. Okay. So the first myth is that black magic there has to be some yoga of black magic in your astrological chart, and only then you will be impacted by it. But that is not correct. Okay. If there is a really good tantrika who can actually do his or her rituals very elaborately, then anyone, even without a yoga of black magic, can be impacted by it. Okay. Now, what is black magic, first of all? Yeah. So, black magic is an act which is performed taking the help of some supernatural entities called spirits with the intention of causing harm towards another person. Okay. That means with malevolent intent. Okay. Now, the other myth that must be discussed regarding black magic is that not everyone can do black magic on you. Okay. You actually have to, cause a lot of heartburn to the person who might have attempted some kind of black magic on you. Okay. And the person who has attempted the black magic, that person has to be a very, pure and sattvic person. Okay. If the person itself who is doing black magic is not having a connection to the divine source, then that black magic will not happen. Okay. The person who is doing the black magic, that person has to be a very pure, you know, person who knows what he or she is doing. Okay. Now, black magic can happen for a number of ways, for a number of reasons, that is, not number of ways, number of reasons. The most common reason being jealousy. Okay. The most common reason being jealousy. And even if you have to look for black magic in the chart, then you have to, the most uh, usual suspects, if I could put it that way, of black magic in the chart is Mercury or Jupiter getting impacted by the nodes. Okay, if either of Mercury or Jupiter or both are under stress or are negatively impacted by the nodes, then you can confirm that that the person will face some karma related to black magic. Okay. Now, how does black magic act? Yeah, it acts by settling in different parts of the body. Okay. It's a myth that black magic cannot be done from a distance. You can actually be sitting in America and do black magic upon someone who is sitting in Europe. It is very much possible. Okay. The only criteria, as I said, is that the person has to be very, very knowledgeable. The person who is doing this act has to be very, very good in his or her work. Okay. Now, black magic manifests by settling down in certain parts of your body. Okay. For example, suppose someone has done black magic on you to stop your progress in some house construction. Okay, so suppose you're constructing this very big house and somebody has cast a spell or has done black magic on you to stop the construction of that house. Then the energy that has been transmitted to you by that person, that energy will settle somewhere in the body. Okay. And from there, it'll start, spreading all across the body, and then it'll get into your aura. Okay, till the energy does not get into the aura, till the time it is there, just settle in the body, black magic will not impact you. It will start impacting you only when it gets into your aura. Because then, your aura is the one that interacts with the world. Okay. And then when it starts, when it enters the aura, it starts spreading. It goes on spreading. Okay. And then it impacts all the other, you know, it impacts all the bodies that we have. This is just one body that we have. This is known as the Annamaya Kosha. But black magic will impact all the other koshas as well. Okay. Once it starts, once it leaks into your aura. Okay. Now, coming to the remedial part of it, there are no generalized remedies for black magic, although many people say that, you can chant Hanuman Chalisa or you can do this ritual to say Kali. Okay, so it's not a generalized remedy. Okay, it has to be very specific for the person who has come, to get relief from black magic. Okay, so remedies are, are beyond the scope of this video. But then, if you feel, you are being impacted by black magic, or if you feel that your life is not moving in a direction that you want it to be moving, and that is because of black magic, then kindly get in touch with me. Okay, my number is provided in the description box, and subscribe to this channel, like the content, and I'll see you soon with another video. Om Gurave Namaha.